back. We are back. Hold on. We gotta do this quick. Like there is so much going on.
Ring the alarm, I got a bomb.
I got a bomb this time.
Ring the alarm, I got a bomb. Ring the alarm, I got a bomb. Ring the alarm, I got a bomb.
Dog. Bruh. Breaking news. Breaking motherfucking news. Lord of mercy. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Diddy's house has gotten broken into by the feds. They've raided his house. They didn't break into his house, but they raided his house. Yes, I had to start this quick because I was going to make sure that I get all of the details there. Okay? So far from what we know. Numero uno. Diddy's house has been raided. His son, King Combs, and another nigga named Justin Combs. Them niggas arrested, right? Well, not arrested. They're detained. Now, 50 Cent is going off about this. He's like, yo, they raided Diddy's crib. So 50 Cent is having a field day. He's chilling. Matter of fact, 50 Cent is just like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't know that this was going to happen. Apparently, Diddy, the diddler, got both his houses ransacked. You know, his house in Miami and his other house in Los Angeles. Okay? Now, the state of Florida and the state of Miami, I mean, the state of California, those are two different states in terms of, I think one's a, are they both? Yeah, one's a red state, one's a blue state. For them to come together, because you have to have different judges sign off on this because it's different jurisdictions. The FBI is there. The sheriff's department. These niggas are seizing everything that they can seize. Now, we do not know what they got yet. We do not have that information. But this is breaking news. This is like, I had to like put this all out right at the top of the podcast. So, if y'all want to see a good in-depth review on what's going on, check out DJ Academics' stream. He always reposts, like whenever he streams, he'll post the stream. Like this was streamed like a day ago. It's usually up for like a day or two and then it's gone. But he also chops it up and he'll have different cuts. So go to the King Academics page. You'll get all the details on what's going on, who got arrested, who took what. But all we know is Diddy, it's not looking good for you, brother. It's not looking good. Because if everything was looking kind of like okay, then maybe Diddy would be fine right now, right? But if you're gonna break this down, if we're gonna break this shit down right now, someone is snitching. I don't know who, we don't know who it is, but someone is snitching, and the feds got a bunch of information where they were, because in order for you to break into someone's house, from what I know from the United States law, from what I know, from what I've heard, if you want to break into someone's crib, if you want to raid if the feds want to raid your crib, the one thing that the feds do is they have to get it signed off by a judge. They get it signed off, it gets signed off, it gets signed off. Oh, excuse me. Once it gets signed off by the judge, we are able to kind of, okay, now we can come in, detain everybody that's in there, so that way if there's any information, if there's any evidence can't get thrown out, evidence can't get discarded, evidence can't get flushed down the toilet. They can't like take the evidence, someone runs out the back with it before the feds come. No, none of that. Everyone is detained. Okay? So, right after you figure out that everyone is detained, you start searching everything. Now, in 2024, the best things to search up, okay? Forget the glasses for now. The best things to search up, right, is the technology. Now, the thing is, if you have specialists, and I know FBI has specialists, CIA probably has specialists. I know guaranteed, if they find a hard drive, and let's say they look at the hard drive, there's nothing on it. 100% they can give it to someone, and let's say you deleted the files. No, they can properly go back into the shit. Because I learned this in 2009, 2010. I learned that when you have a computer and you delete something, hey, Baba, when you have a computer and you delete something, right? Hey, no scratching because you're going to ruin the mic, you know? All right? Here's Tupac, guys. Anyways, so when, see, he distracted me. When you delete something off your computer, it is not it's not completely deleted. Matter of fact, if you know how to like fully go into your computer, you can still find that file. Don't ask me how, but you can still do it. Nothing is fully forever deleted, right? And because like there's this guy, not this guy, but shout out to Ish on the GBP, Joe Budden podcast. So what he did was he had a bunch of information on his laptop that got deleted. And since that information on his laptop got deleted, he had to go to the company, go to them, have them go through their servers and all that type of shit to find the files. Now, I don't know if he lost it via email, via whatever, the internet, or he had an account with someone and all the shit got deleted. Whatever the case may be, the shit was deleted and he was able to get it back. He paid $3,000 for it. Obviously, you have to verify that I'm this person, this is my IP address. There's a lot of verification techniques that go into it, but lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? This nigga got his shit back. So I'm pretty sure if they try to delete everything off the hard drives and everything, I'm pretty sure there's a way to retrieve that information again. So, Diddy, good luck. That was just breaking news for P. Diddy. No Diddy, man. Holy. Now people aren't saying no homo anymore. And people online are saying no Diddy. Now, I know that the LGBTQ community is happy about that. They'd rather hear no Diddy because now... It's like if you're being a freaky person, a freaky boy, you gotta, or if you say something freaky, you gotta say no Diddy. And then now if you say something kind of like, you say pause. So now it's less like being like flagrant with it. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you're acting ghetto or you're acting like ratchet and someone said, yo, bro, like, well, yeah, people do say it. People do say act black and all that type. People do say I act black. So, acting whatever. It's better to say it like this than to say it like that. Now, comment below if you feel like, if you're part of that community, I'm talking to y'all that are part of that community, would you rather hear no Diddy or no, I know you'd rather hear neither. But hey, we are human beings, and most men, we are silly. Most men are silly. We crack a lot of jokes. There's a lot of gay guys that I crack jokes with too. It's only the internet. You ever notice that it's only on the internet that you'll see how offended people are, but then in real life, in real life, everyone's walking on eggshells because of what's going on in the internet. In real life, there's people that I would meet and they'll be like, "Oh, thank God you have a sense of humor." They're like, "Oh, thank God, buddy. If you didn't have a sense of humor, then I wouldn't know how to talk to you." And it's like, why are we in this type of predicament where you have to put up a shit ton of disclaimers before? And honestly, it's good to have a bunch of disclaimers before you start just talking to someone, because you don't know that person, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know how whatever you're saying could hurt them. But you as well as a person shouldn't be offended as to what someone's saying to you if that person doesn't know how offensive it is to you. Like, if you've been through some traumatic shit and a person makes a joke about it, and that person does not know the trauma that you've been through, or it may slip of the mind, they forgot. You shouldn't be mad at that person, and you shouldn't be trying to get that person canceled, get that person fired from their job because of your feelings. Never let your feelings control your narrative. Never let your feelings control your decision making. Your feelings are going to make you do some dumb, out of character shit. Period. I have times where I wake up, I'm mad, I'm pissed. The slightest thing outside will piss me off, but I'm already mad about some other shit. But then that shit is already pissing me off. I'll end up trying to fix that problem, but then the way I'm trying to fix that problem ain't the way I usually do things. So then, what I usually do is before I try to attempt anything, I calm myself down, and then I find solutions, and then I figure out the problem. And then I figure out what the problem is. Is it just me being in my feelings? Or did that actually piss me off to the point where, okay, you know what? If that happens again, I'm going to have to say something. Or I'm going to have to do something about it, right? Period. If it's still not bothering you and you're like, whatever, then cool. But if it happens again, you're going to have to attack it right then and there. Like, nah. I'm not going to go through 12 hours of being mad again. I'm going to let you know, yo, you pissed me off when you did X, Y, and Z. Please, relax. Why are you doing X, Y, and Z for? That's it. Anyways. We have plenty more topics to get into. But both those topics were just some things that I wanted to get into. Because it's just like, it's the internet. The internet will give you all these reasons why you shouldn't do something. Or why you should do something. But then, certain people are exempt from everything, right? So, let's put it like this. There's this one girl on Twitter. She's getting beat up, stomped on by a bunch of dudes, right? And in my head, I'm like, what? Why are you guys doing this to her? She doesn't deserve this shit. I'm there for the girl, there for the woman. Yo, what's going on? Then I hear that she pissed on someone's grave, spat on it, and started stomping on it, and she recorded herself doing it because she wanted to get involved in men's beef because she thought it was probably funny if she did that shit. Well, the men that are of the person that's deceased, they did not appreciate that shit. How do you think a bunch of young niggas are gonna reply to that girl? Most niggas that are my age, they'll get their cousins, another girl to pull up and do something, or they'll just intimidate the shit out of the girl and she'll never do it again. Something like that, right? But what do you expect people in their early 20s to teenagers, right, to the younger years, teenagers, or from the YO days, young offender days, to early 20s, what do you think they're going to do to that girl? Now, me, my age, what most niggas would do, especially if we're out and about and shit, niggas will be throwing drinks at her, niggas would be doing disrespectful shit like that. But no one's gonna put their hands on her. And if we're around, if there's girls in our group, some of those girls would be yelling, screaming at her, pushing her away, that type of shit, right? Because there's no walking away from that. Someone did some foul shit to your deceased, the one that you love, your person that you love is deceased. Some random bitch decides to go, thinks it's funny, just doing it for clout, internet and all. If there was no internet, she would not do it. This whole pissing on people's graves, stomping on people's graves, and spitting on people's graves and shit, and recording yourself doing it, is some internet shit. Niggas weren't doing it before the internet. But because that you can do it and get a bunch of eyes on you, now you can become somewhat infamous. Being infamous ain't shit. Being famous ain't shit. You'd rather just be known, rather be popular, rather be a figure, like a figurehead or something like that. But you don't want to be famous, bro. A lot of you youngins want to be famous. You want the fame. I get it. It looks appealing. It's not all that. You constantly have eyes on you. You constantly have people watching what you're doing. You constantly have people trying to get a bag from you the moment you do something. The moment you try to keep it real with someone and you put hands on someone, they could sue you, get a bag from you. This ain't for play. This fame and shit. Everyone knows who you are and you don't know everybody else. You want to live that life? Cool. But at least get some money first, or as you're getting the fame, you're getting money. Instead, you motherfuckers just want to be famous with no money. I never understood that. People wanted the riches and the fame. Or some people just wanted the riches and to be behind the scenes. Who the hell wants to be famous and poor and broke? So that means everything you're doing is just to keep your name up, which is just fame. It has nothing to do with money, a bag, helping people out, anything like that. It's just me. I don't like that shit. Then you have people on the internet going, oh, why did they kick and stomp on her? This generation is lost. My nigga, men have been putting their hands on women, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. It's wrong. It is wrong to put your hands on a woman. We're going to repeat. It is wrong to put your hands on a woman as a man. It is wrong to do that, right? Putting your hands on anybody, period, it's wrong. Unless man to man, yeah, you know, we fight. We like to fight. We're men. But you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, it is wrong to do that. But if she pissed, spat, and stomped on someone that you love's grave, whatever happens to her, they're lucky that's all they did to her. They're lucky. When they, oh my God, people should be saying they're lucky that's all they did. Because those youngins would have done way worse. If it was a nigga like me that did that, way worse. Nigga, like, what are you talking about? I'll be in a coma, vegetable. So let's stop nitpicking shit and picking and choosing. If someone does some foul shit, does not matter if they're red, white, blue, yellow, purple, man, female, both, whatever the case may be. I don't give a fuck. You do some foul shit, you fuck around, you find out. So you play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. These are things that everyone should know in their head. That person is gone, they're dead. Their family's grieving. Matter of fact, their family's probably going to be grieving for the rest of their life. And you decided to disrespect them on some clout shit to impress some niggas that you're with currently, even though you might not even be with those niggas in the next 10 years. It's stupid behavior. That's all I'm saying. It's stupid. Hey, yo, teenagers, youngins, half the shit that you're doing right now, you're not even going to give a fuck about, nor are you going to even care about. You're going to look at it as stupid in the next 5 to 10 years. That's all I'm saying. I used to see the dumb shit, and I stayed away from the dumb shit because I'm like, this is stupid. This has no longevity to it. This is just dumb fun for now. Now, there's certain dumb fun things that you can do that is harmless. It's not gonna ruin, it might ruin someone's day, but that depends on that person. You know what I'm saying? But you're not doing shit with the intent on fucking people over. What are we doing here? Okay? So, oh man, I was supposed to play this clip in the beginning, but you know what? Howdy ho.
Hey Justin, I wanted some tips today.
Hold on. We got to play it from the beginning.
So now.
Nope, we got to play it again. Like, let me find this again. Okay. Open. There we go.
Hey Justin Trudeau, it's me again. I wanted some chips today. So I went to the grocery store, but a bag was $18. So now I'll be making my own paint chips. Thanks, man.
Hey Justin, just grabbing my kids from school here. We have to go to tutoring because they're not learning anything about math or reading in school. But, you know, they did learn that we shouldn't put gender on birth certificates anymore. So...
Yeah, Justin Trudeau, I'm just currently removing my smoke detector because now I need to have fires inside of my house because I can't afford to pay my heating bill. Thanks, man.
Hey Justin, my kid just fell at the ski hill. We think maybe she broke her wrist. Let me know when maid is calling.
Hey there, Justin Trudeau. Here's a bowl of snow. This is what us Canadians have resorted to eat because under your regime, we can't afford anything. Hopefully this will melt into a nice bowl of water soup.
Hey Justin, I heard it's going to get really hard to get supplements and vitamins in Canada. So I went downtown because I heard it was really easy to get this stuff. And the guy on the street said, I'm going to feel really good.
Hey there, Justin Trudeau. I currently have my fridge and oven pulled away from the wall. I'm trying to get as many random food scraps as I can from when I used to be able to afford food for dinner tonight. Thanks, man.
Hey, Justin.
Last one,
I was just
guys.
going to chill out and look at the news on my phone, but then I got this weird warning saying we can't actually watch the news in Canada. I mean, it's like you're hiding something or something.
like, you know, like this whole thing. This whole thing is amazing to me. This is the one time where I've just seen a lot of Canadians just coming together and are like, yo, fuck this nigga, bro. Yeah, I think, here's the thing. I never knew about this. He's following the same plan as his dad. His dad was loved. He was the youngest prime minister. All the girls loved him and shit. The moment after he did his last 4 years, he ended up being the most hated. This is exactly what's happening to his son. Justin came in, I'm a legalized weed. Everyone's like, yo, bomb, right? Weed gets legalized. Bovid happens. I'm telling you, if Bovid never happened, Trump would still be in office. And then this would be the year where they're going to, because they only do 8 years max in USA. So Trump would have still been in office, right? If Bovid never happened, Trump would have still been in office, would have had his 8 years, and then right now it would have been like, oh, who's going to be the new one, right? It would probably been like Hillary and Joe versus that other girl, whatever, right? But Bovid happened. If Bovid never happened, people would still love Justin Trudeau. But it's how some of these guys reacted to that is what made people go, what? Like you had Doug Ford, one of the conservatives, who's kind of like, yo, we got to open up again. Like the economy's like, he's one of the people that are like, yo, man, hey, let's open this shit back up. He was one of the people pushing that because Ontario is one of those provinces where if everything shuts down, not only is it going to affect the provincial government, it's going to affect the federal government. How much money in taxes are you guys going to lose when the economy is not moving the way it's supposed to be moving, right? Now, you know the Liberals are always going to drop, or they're going to give, they're going to drop like a care package to the people. The Conservatives will drop a package and won't ask for the money back because they know if we give you guys $500 and not ask for it back, then you guys will be more chill about just getting the $500 and not being asked for it back. The Liberals, nah, we're going to give you $2,000 and ask for $1,200 of it back. How does that work, my nigga? I'm just saying. So if he wants to be a true hoe, that's on him. Anyways, I just find it hilarious that this is what's going on. Okay? So now, recently, I've been going into this whole NYC squatter thing, squatters' rights. Because if you guys don't know, there's been a big case that happened. So an NYC homeowner, I think her mom passed away or something like that. And she inherited a house from her parents. Okay? Now, first let me explain to you guys what squatters' rights are. From what I know. Squatters' rights are if a house has been vacant for like a month, anyone can move in there and claim squatters' rights, meaning like, that's my house. I'm living here now. And if you want to get that person evicted or kicked out, you have to go through lawyers. You have to go through so much bullshit. It's going to take weeks and months to get that person the F out of your crib. Right? Now, I remember I was listening to the Flagrant 2 podcast with Andrew Schultz, Mark Gagnon and Alex and, Shifty and all of them. Shout out to Doug. Is it Dove or Doug? I don't know. Anyways, shout out to them. I'm listening to their shit and Alex had the same problem. Alex, the editor, the camera guy, and now he paints his nails and things, looking all fresh and fly and thing, He's on this metrosexual vibe. I fuck with it. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Anyways, he had the same problem where he had a unit. I think he wasn't there for like a month or so because he's busy. He's a busy guy. Squatters ended up there, and he couldn't kick them out. Something like similar to that. Or he had a tenant there, and the tenant stopped paying rent, or like the tenant had someone else live there, and that person didn't want to leave, and he couldn't kick that person out because it's been more than a month. Like that type of ish, right? And he said he tried everything. The only thing he could do was to go through the legal process, and the legal process takes a long time. So this woman decided to say, you know what? I'm gonna go to my, I'm gonna go to this crib that I inherited, and since I inherited this crib, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna fix it up, clean it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna have some relatives move in there. That was her plan. She was gonna use the crib for something. Well, this is what a lot of squatters, I think, do. I think they check the obituaries, which is kind of foul, but I'm pretty sure these niggas check the obituaries. Who died? Who died? Who died? Did they have a home? Did they have a home? Where did they live? Where did they live? Did they have a home? Did they have a... I bet you any money they do that. Because after the person passes away, if you can find a way to get into the house, you can claim squatters' rights. So anyways, the lady goes to this house, sees a bunch of motherfuckers there. She goes, hey, yo, you guys need to leave. They claim squatters' rights. She goes, I'm going to change all the locks. Right? She called the police. She's like, yo, these guys shouldn't be here, da-da-da. The police is like, there's nothing we can do. They claim squatters' rights. She goes, well, I'm going to change all the locks. They go, if you change all the locks, we have no choice but to arrest you. She changed all the locks. The squatters called the police. The police came and arrested her. In my entire head, I was just like, wait.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What? Yo, do you know how crazy I'd be going in my head? Yahoo! I'd be going crazy. Like, I would have random sound effects like that in my head. What are we talking about? What in the are we talking about? I inherited this crib. I own this crib. I have the deed. She had the deed papers to the crib. And they still said, nah, you can't get that crib. Because they claim squatters' rights. Yo, what is going on? Because instead of, I understand that there's a housing crisis in New York City. There's a housing crisis. So in order for them to combat it or some shit, they dropped this squatting rights shit. Yo, these squatting rights laws, they need to get the out of here. This is a case where things could have went bad, but they didn't. So even though things could have went bad, but they didn't, this lady is now pissed off. She has to go through all the legal shit. Everyone's defending the lady. They're like, yo, what the hell? Because everyone's looking at it like, yo, if that was my property and someone just claims squatters' rights and then they can just chill there and I have to go through all the freaking legalities and all this bullshit just so I can get my crib back? That's bullshit. That shouldn't even be happening. So it just makes no sense for me, right? And she's saying, like, it's not fair that I as a homeowner have to be going through this. And she's right, right? So this is what, so they got a heated on-camera thing, whatever happened. So in New York City, a person can claim squatters' rights just after 30 days of living at a property. Under the law, it is illegal for the homeowner to change the locks, turn off the utilities, or remove the belongings of the tenants from the property. By the time someone does their investigation, their work, and their job, it will be over 30 days, and this man will still be in my home. I'm really fearful that these people are going to get away with stealing my home. A woman also who answered the door to the Post on a Tuesday said she did not know anything about the squatting claims. I don't have to explain more. Talk with the guy who has the business or the problem with the woman, but not with me because I don't know anything about it. It's not my problem, she said before slamming the door. During a recent encounter at her home, Andar Loro, who is armed with the deeds, was filmed entering the property after one of the apparent tenants left the front door open. After changing the locks, the man who said he was leading the property, identified by local outlets as Brian Rodriguez. And this is Latino on Latino crime, bro. Brian Rodriguez, bro. Returned and barged through the front door. "You shouldn't be trying to steal my house," a furious Andar yelled at him during the caught-on-camera ordeal. Following Fury 911 calls, responding cops told Laro she had to resort the saga out in house because it was considered a landlord-tenant issue, okay? So, I know I probably lost a few seconds off that, but basically, for those in the video, I'm going to cut it off now, but what they're basically saying, they have to settle this in home court. It's going to take forever for them to settle this in the homeowner court, right? The one thing that I really try to like understand about these certain circumstances is why, right? It's the why. Why do you think it's okay to, you're basically, and I understand like this is a dog-eat-dog world. If you're slipping, you're slipping. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. How did you guys expect her to know about the squatting rights thing? You could, if no one, that is so weird. I can enter someone's home. And it works usually when the person is deceased. I can chill there for more than, if I stay there for more than 30 days, I can claim squatting rights. And they have to settle that in housing court. And then in housing court, the judge is going to be like, okay, you're going to have to remove all your belongings, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or he's going to tell the landlord, well, you can either provide them with a lease that they have to obtain and they have to sign, or they're gonna have to leave, blah, blah, blah. But that is going to take months for it to happen. Whack. It's whack. So then we're going to get into this other part, right? We're going to get into this other part, okay? This is where things get a little bit spooky, okay? Now, there's another article that came out, okay? So 2 squatters sought in an M charge. If you guys don't know what an M charge is, 187. Right? Is it 187? 187. Or rhymes with herder. I'm trying not to say certain words because you know how the algorithm is, right? And I'm trying to be more creative. You know what I mean? These guys unalived ended the heartbeat of a mother. This is messed up. And this has everything to do with the stupid ass squatting rights. This is why it's dangerous for people to be able to live in someone's vacant home and claim it as their own. Fuck that shit. It should be the complete opposite. If someone's in your house that's not supposed to be there, they should get kicked out. Now, they should get kicked out. Now, obviously, if they've been there for a long time, they're going to have a bunch of shit there. You tell them like, yo, y'all have 2 weeks to get out of here. In the next 2 weeks, if you guys aren't out of here in 2 weeks, I'm going to bring law enforcement and da-da-da. And if they don't, you bring in the law enforcement and the law enforcement helps y'all getting them the fuck out of there. But she just needs to get an eviction notice, and I'm pretty sure she can get them out of there. But I don't know anything about landlord-tenant disputes. I don't have any disputes like that, but I'm just saying this squatters' rights shit is crazy to me. So 2 squatters took over NYC home, and home of a woman found beaten to death, stuffed in a duffel bag, are being sought for murder. 2 squatters are being sought over a gruesome murder of a 52-year-old woman whose body was found stuffed in a duffel bag inside the late mother's upscale Manhattan apartment. She was beat up, and they put her in a duffel bag. So she came. Oh, never mind. I mixed the 2 stories. This one girl she inherited a house, and once she got all the paperwork, she went into the house and found out there were squatters there. That's the first case. The second case, this woman flown in from Spain to go to that house to clean it up so that a family friend could move in. She ended up seeing squatters there. The squatters, even though they were in the right to be there, They panicked, unalived her, and now they're on the run. Now they're on the fucking run. You guys did all of that to be on the run. Are you freaking serious? I'm trying to hold back a lot of anger. You did all of that to be on the run. Now you can claim squatters' rights in jail, nigga. Like, now you guys are gonna go to jail for a very long time. And if this is a 50-something-year-old woman, 52-year-old fam. It's like they're around the age of my mom. Like, that is just heartbreaking. And the reason why, how they found her, one of her children didn't hear from her for 48 hours. They shared location. He went to the location and found a leg sticking out the duffel bag, yo. That's how he found his loved one. That is crazy. Squatters, go to a shelter. Get your own fucking crib. Get a job. Get a crib. Rent a room. Why do these people feel so entitled that I need a whole house? How entitled do you feel that I need a house? I'm going to break into someone's house and squat there. Yo, the millennials were more creative with it. I'm not even going to base it on generations, but back in the day, people were more creative with it. You could be chilling in your crib and the nigga could be living in the attic and they know your schedule so well that you could never notice that this person's living there. There's those cases, which are spooky by itself. But those are back in the day cases. Nowadays, niggas is literally deliberately living in your place. They don't live there and they don't feel any type of weirdness, any type of empathy that anybody can walk in this door at any time and kick us the fuck out or figure out a way to get us out of here. This is the problem I have with the squatters' rights. One poor lady loses a house that she inherited, or she has to go through a lot of bullshit just to get a house that she inherited. And hopefully a lawyer's seen this, or the housing court most likely seen this, obviously, because this is on the news. So now she has more of a, and I'm pretty sure there might be a 1-2 lawyer that can help her out to get her crib back, because there's probably a bunch of people on her side, on the legal side too. So hopefully her situation, I want to hear good news from her situation. However, the other one, I don't understand why people feel the need to, I'm going to murder this person, unalive this person, and then my problems are solved. I don't have to worry about anything after that. Are you fucking stupid? Now you're on the run. You're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. So now that leisure that you wanted, that comfortability of living in a home is gone. You're going to be in a cell. Especially in New York, you're going to Rikers, bro. New York City, you're going to Rikers Island, my nigga. You're not going to a nice prison. You're going to Rikers, bro. You committed a crime in New York City. So it just makes no sense to me why people have those type of reactions. Like, remember what I said, your emotions. Maybe the lady got scared, screamed, and you guys panicked and then did something. Like, why would you do that? Instead of, you guys could have just ran out the house and then a day later try to come back and get your stuff. You guys could have done something like that. But no. You guys decided to do something so stupid that now your whole life is done. All right. I hope these 2 squatters, and here's the thing, they're not showing any photos of the 2 squatters, but I'm pretty sure they have, I don't know if they have the name. No, they don't have the name. But they were seen on surveillance video fleeing the apartment after the sling took off. Oh, and to put the cherry on top, they took her Lexus SUV. They stole her car after to go on the run. What the fuck kind of logic is going on? What kind of logic is that? Seriously. The logic that these fucking people have is so fucking stupid. I'm sorry I'm swearing right now, but it's dumb. You're gonna kill her. I'm laughing because it's like, it's so stupid. I can't believe someone would think I'm gonna live in this person's house. They see me there. They go, what the fuck are you doing there? I panic. I beat the shit out of her, take her keys, and leave her there to die. And then I'm gonna go on the run with her car. Do you guys not know about technology nowadays? Everyone shares locations with each other nowadays. Matter of fact, that is something what I'm gonna start doing too. Sharing your location. And if you, just to everybody, if you have someone that you love, that you want to always keep tabs on, my nigga, it's good to just have your location shared with that person. Just so that person knows where you're at all times. In case if they don't hear from you, boom, they have your location down. Because that's better than nothing, right? Also have someone you can check in on every day. Me and my boy, we send each other funny memes every day. Every single day. So every day we talk. So if there's a day where we don't send each other anything, he'll call me or I'll call him. Just to be like, yo, you good? Like that. That's how it's supposed to always be when it comes down to things. Like, you have to have someone that you keep in contact with on a daily basis. So when the day you don't contact that person and something happened to you, that person is able to catch it and be like, yo, what's wrong? Yo, I have to go check on this person. Period. Anyways. No good shit comes to those guys. Okay? Then you have the Young Thug trial. This nigga says this.
Explained that you qualified it as the detectives and police. And I asked you, the authorities, the police, the prosecutors, I just made it broad, that they forced Jeffrey Williams into it. Did you hear you say that?
Man, can I get a water or something? I'm so high right now, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep on y'all now. I don't feel no love.
Yes, you man. We're gonna take a break.
Bruh, they got a crackhead on the witness stand, or not a crackhead, but they got a dopehead on the stand, trying to answer questions. I am not the smartest person in the room. I am not in this room right here. I'm the smartest person because I'm living with a cat. Cats are smart. Not smarter than me, though. If the nigga can speak English, then I'll say the nigga's smart. If he can understand English, then he's smart. He only understands voices, vibrations, and volume and shit. That's how he distincts what's good and what's bad. Anyways, what's going on with this trial? This trial has been 180, 360, 254, 240s. Like, I don't know what's going on. But personally, me as a human being, I feel as if Young Thug is going to get released. I feel like he's either going to, they're only going to give him a charge of the shit that they found in his crib, which is, I think, the switch and the drugs or whatever. But actually, no, another one of his co-defendants is free, charges dropped, and they found shit in his crib. But whatever. He might have to do time for that, and that might just be time served the whole time he's been in prison. I think the trial is gonna keep going to like 2025 or something. That's either YNW Melly's trial or his trial or both. But the fact that this nigga is still in trial, when did Young Thug go to jail, bro? When did Young Thug get arrested? I think it was 2022. Young Thug arrest. My nigga, he's been in jail for almost 2 years. He's been in jail since May 2022. So my birthday month, this nigga's been in. So you're telling me I can, when May 15 hits, I can be like, this nigga's been in jail since my 20s because I just turned 30. I know that's fucked up to say, but I'm just a fucked up guy in the head sometimes with dark sense of humor. Anyways, why this whole trial? Just throw it in the garbage. Y'all have nothing on Young Thug. You're interviewing guys that are just high already. First off, if you're under the influence and you're about to go you're about to take the stand, I know getting the edge off is cool, but like you don't have to take what you always take and then go on stand. And he was getting dehydrated, so he popped something and he needed some water. One thing about popping pills and all that type of shit, you have to stay hydrated or else hard. You know what I mean? So there's the Young Thug trial. I'm just saying I don't know what they're gonna do, but they need to fix up that trial. Now, I don't know what's going on in America, but illegal immigrants can now carry guns. A federal judge has ruled. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on in America, right? There's something odd about America currently right now in terms of the government. The government on both sides, even though the government on both sides is doing a lot to piss off their own people, is what I'm starting to see. The liberals are pissing off their own people. The Democrats are pissing off the Democrats, the people that vote Democrat. The Republicans don't even know. The people that vote Republican want Trump to be the top guy, but the Republican Party doesn't want Trump to be the top guy. Then you have the law enforcement trying to get Trump in jail before he can become president, because if he becomes president, he can just pardon himself. So there's this whole little thing going on, right? Little symphony going on with American politics. Now, I don't like getting into politics. Well, actually I do. But for this case only, the fact that illegal immigrants can carry guns. If they can carry guns, if I was Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, if I was any one of these niggas, I'd be cheesed. Now, if they say illegal immigrants can now carry guns, do they mean that an illegal immigrant can get a gun permit? Is that what they're saying? You don't have to be a citizen to get a gun permit? Because this could be misleading. Right? Because a lot of U.S. citizens with a pass, they can't carry a gun. But an illegal immigrant who may have a pass, you don't know, they're allowed to carry? It's weird. And then I'm hearing about these debit cards that a lot of the immigrants are getting from, I think this is New York. A lot of families that are coming over here, they're getting debit cards and cars or some shit like that, which is some crazy shit. A lot of current residents that are living in New York are what? Yo, imagine you live there, you're struggling, and then they're giving it to the people that just pulled up.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So you're giving it to them niggas that just pulled up. They just came to this country. They're getting everything that they can get. And then meanwhile, the people that have been here are struggling. That would make anybody... It's the same thing as the current problem that we have in I could say in Canada, yeah. In Canada, right now, what's going on is some crazy shit in terms of the international students. Now, I've been trying to do a lot of research, and I'm trying to draw where did it start? So first I'm trying to find out where it started and where we're going to. But from what I know is that I think Justin Trudeau did a deal with the Indian government, something like that, right? Where you can bring over students, as many as you want. We'll help them out. We'll provide housing, blah, blah, blah. Tax write-offs, everything, some shit like that. But now we're at a point where a bunch of international students came over. Then the war in Ukraine. So a bunch of Ukrainians came to Canada. Then you have Senegal. There's shit going on, I think, in Senegal and Ghana or something like that. They're coming over. Then there's people in Syria. And Canada, we're like, come. With no contingency plan as to what we're going to do when they get over here. Everyone knows that, most people know that if the Indian international students, they're going to come over here, they're most likely going to want to work. They're going to work. Right? They're considered work, like, you know what I'm saying? They're considered the immigrants that will come over here and they'll work and they'll add to the economy, which is why Justin Trudeau's like, yeah, come over, right? But then we have nowhere to house these people. So there's already a weird housing crisis for Canadians. And on top of that, we're letting a bunch of people over, which is why I'm saying the liberals keep looking at shit like we have all of this, we can provide when we don't have, with no plan. There's so much land outside of major cities that can be developed for fucking housing for all of these immigrants. You can have little fucking Ukraine in each province. You can have a section where at least a fucking million, 500,000, 100,000, whatever, how many immigrants, they can all live there. And this is housing for them. And then places of work, we can figure that shit out, but at least they have housing. Housing. I don't get it. We're bringing everybody over, and this is not me. Hey, my parents are immigrants. So I'm not here to shit on the immigrants. I'm here to shit on the government's plan for the immigrants. Now I get it. Now, me personally, especially me being born and raised in Canada, seeing everything. Now I can get why some of these white people, when a bunch of immigrants were coming over and they're getting all these subsidies and all this other shit, and then there's a bunch of white people that are broke as shit, and they're like, yo, what the fuck? What about us? We've been here for a long time. I fucking understand. I get it. I get the frustration. The frustration is not really at those people. It's at the government treating those people better than you. That is where the frustration stems from. Now, how people go about it is the wrong way. My frustration is coming from, well, you have all these people coming over here and you guys are not creating ways where it can balance out, where they have a good place to live. They can work however the fuck they want to work. And everything's good for them. And the people that are currently living here, they have also things that in place that can help them as well. That's number one. Number two, there are things in place to help Canadians, but a lot of Canadians don't know about these things. And the people that do know about these things are from a privileged background that know about these things. And they aren't really going around telling people these things because it might fuck it up for them. Dog eat dog world out here is what I'm saying. Anyways, this is a trigger warning. This case pissed me off. A woman left her 16-month-old toddler unattended at their Cleveland, Ohio home while she went on a 10-day vacation. This funny, fugazi, funny-looking bitch decided to go on a 10-day vacation and leave a 16-month-old. That is worse than what Drea did to the little Nick. Yo, she left I think a 10-year-old. But here's the thing. When you're 10, as fucked up as it sounds, you can be left alone. At me when I was 11, 12, I would say 11, 12, I used to be left alone with my little brother. I have to watch my little brother. But these are things that in a sibling household, it's common. Right? And then the mom would be like, you have to listen to your older bro. And sometimes as the older bro, you go on a power trip. But at the end of the day, okay, I have to feed this nigga. There's things that you'll do, right? Or the mom will have a bunch of food in the fridge. Be like, yo, there's all the food in the fridge. I'm going to be gone for the night. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning, whatever. But I'm watching my little bro. I'm making sure my little bro's good. We're chilling. We're playing video games. That type of vibe, right? But that's at age 11, 12, preteens. That's when you have, right and wrong. You can wear your own fucking clothes. You don't need your mom bathing you anymore. You can take your own shower, brush your own teeth, eat your own food, cut your own steak. No one has to cut your food up for you. That's called preteens. You can kind of take care of yourself for a night. Not a whole week, but a night. You know what I mean? And that's pre-teenager. Teens, yeah, you can have the whole house to yourself. I'm gone for the week. 16-year-old, yeah, I'm gone for the week. You have the whole house to yourself. I don't give a fuck. Right? Because when you're a teenager, you're basically a young adult. You're figuring shit out, right? Anyways, this woman left a 16-month-old at the house by himself. The toddler passes away. This dumb bitch wanted to go on a vacation, okay? Now, the thing that I don't understand is that you really wanted to go on a vacation for 10 days. And I keep seeing these tweets about women like being like, man, some of these people don't know that you don't have kids. You need a break from your kid. The only time where you need a break from your kid is when your kid is in their teenage years and they're talking back to you. They ain't listening. That's when you need a fucking break. However, you have to take care of your child. If you need a fucking break, you give them to a relative. You hire a babysitter. If you're going to go on a 10-day vacation, then I'm pretty sure you can afford a babysitter. If you can't, and someone is buying you your ticket, and you feel like this is a once-in-a-lifetime situation, kick rocks, bitch. Like, kick rocks. So she got a life sentence without the possibility of parole for the aggravated murder of her daughter, Jalen. The baby died after she was left alone while Candelario went on a vacation she went to Detroit, Michigan, and Puerto Rico over the course of 10 days. She went to go have fun. How can you have fun and in the back of your mind, you know that you left your daughter there by herself? What is wrong with these people? I don't want to hear postpartum. I don't want to hear nothing. It's 16 months after. I don't want to hear shit about postpartum. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. People are not thinking. You're just thinking with your emotion. I deserve a vacation. You don't deserve shit until the kid is good. If the kid is good and safe where they're at, then you can go on your fucking 10-day vacation. But you got to make sure that the kid can stay with someone for 10 days. If you don't have that, you can't go then. That's it. Or take the kid with you. That's what my parents did. If I had to go on vacation or any type of shit, they would take me with the kid. They would take me with them. I've been to London, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Africa, and I don't fucking remember. I was 16 to 24 months. I don't remember any of these trips. This is before I was the age of... Anything after the age of 4, I can kind of remember, but not really. But anything before that, I don't remember that shit. I don't remember going there. Like, I thought my first time in Africa was in 2003. It turns out I went there in 1990. In 96, I was there. There's pictures of me in Africa, and I don't even remember being there. Obviously, because I was 2 years old. But still. You get what I'm saying? So, like, bring the kid with you. If you really wanted a break, bring the kid with you. The people around you are going to help you take care of the kid. Oh, yo, don't worry, I'll take care of the kid. Yo, you do your thing. You go out, I'll take care of the kid today. Like, something. If people are willing to fly you out like that. And if not, you should tell your friends, hey, yo, if your friend has a child and you're trying to get them to come out on a vacation, you as a friend should pitch on their fucking babysitter. If you really want them to come out with you. Yeah, I said it. You should pitch on their fucking babysitter if you really want them to come out with you. And if they can't come out, they can't come out, bro. Leave them the fuck alone. Fuck. Man. Poor child, man. Poor child. Poor fucking child. Anyways. So, this is weird. This is weird. There's a streamer called Water himself. He's been arrested for human trafficking involving children. Now, he role-played as a child in a GTA role-playing server. Do you see how weird these people are? There's a reason why when I make my content, I put no, not for kids. I don't want none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about the viewership or anything like that. None of that shit. I found it weird when a kid found my profile, liked one of my reels and commented on it, right? Nigga, I checked the profile, says 12 years old. Nigga, get away from me. I think I may have liked it and then may have replied with like crying, like laughing back, like, but that's about it. I'm not engaging in that. Like, that's just weird. You guys are engaging with children online. That is weird, man. And anybody role playing as a kid online has some weird mental illness, or has some demons in their thing, because not in their thing, but in their closet. Anyways, so I'm telling you guys, it's weird. It's weird behavior. Okay. Now, this is the end of the podcast. I have plenty more topics to talk about, but we're going to save them for next pod. This whole Diddy thing that happened, wasn't expecting it to happen. So that kind of like killed it for some of the other topics. And there's a 1-2 other topic that caught my the squatter shit. And I think the whole social media thing kind of like, you know, it got me going. So that was enough for today. Hopefully you guys vibed out. Hopefully you guys loved what was going on. I gotta go to my mom's house and break my fast soon. So you already know what to do, what it is. This was the IVP with Dr. IBZ. Where's my outro at? Hold on, I gotta get my outro going. Come on, you know. So you already know. From now on, this is gonna be the outro music, and then the ring the alarm is gonna be the intro music. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? One day at a time we're doing this. So you already know, man. Peace out. This was the IVP with Dr. IBZ. We're out of here, man. Alright? So yeah. Love, stay tuned, stay blessed, stay safe, and love and peace. There we go. That's my outro. Love and peace. Where's my applause? There we go.